like to be free, topless. There is a resort in Cancun called Temptation Resort. Hey everyone, my name is Pachia and welcome to my channel where it is always about that one thing that I know you and I for sure without a doubt have in common, which is being human. Now, I don't know the exact science of what it means to be human, but I do know this. We are our own person. We have our own likes, dislikes, things that annoy us, and things that bring us joy. One of the things that I really don't like are when people talk in a movie theater. I mean, come on people, we're in a movie theater, shh, and just watch the movie. But one thing that brings me a lot of joy are vacations. I love everything about a vacation, from planning a vacation, from researching about vacations, and then taking the vacation. And that's what this video is mostly about, but specifically focusing on all-inclusive resorts in Cancun, Mexico. What is an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, Mexico? Well, hang on tight and we'll get to it. If you are someone who feels like, a vacation's not for me, well, here are 3 reasons you should go on a vacation. 1, going on vacation has proven to lower stress. 2, going on vacation has proven to give a better outlook on life. And 3, going on a vacation motivates you to achieve your goals. So if you feel like you're overstressed, you have a bad outlook on life, and you're not achieving your goals, well, I say go on a vacation. I don't know another human being who does not like vacations or staycations or even wants to do any of that stuff. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's something else that we all could possibly have in common, is that we all like going on vacations. I am a vacation girl. Like during summer, my mom and dad would take me and my 5 brothers and sisters on a vacation. One year they took us to Disney World, they took us to the beach, they took us to Dollywood, and then they took us to, where did we go? Oh, the Biltmore Mansion in North Carolina, where, fun fact, was the mansion that Richie Rich was shot. We actually went there, I think like a year or 2 before the movie was shot. One of my most memorable vacation as a kid was with my mom and dad, my little brother. We went to Biloxi, Mississippi, which I didn't even want to go. Like, I was a little older and I thought it would be like cooler to stay back with my older brothers and sisters who weren't going. I remember that vacation like we just went on it yesterday. We had so much fun. Like, my dad was in the casino and my mom took me and my little brother to the arcade, to some kind of like rinky-dink water park. But I also remember like one of the restaurants had the best tasting pho I've ever had. Keep in mind, I was only 10 and 12. I ain't 10 and 12 anymore. I'm way past 10 and 12 years old and I can still seriously, I kid you not, I can still, like, I swear that pho was like the best pho. So on a vacation that I didn't even want to go on, ended up being one of the best and memorable vacations I've ever had with my mom and dad. As I got older and had to pay for my own damn vacations, me and my girls would get together and take vacations to the beach. We would get a nice condo and we would just spend our days in the sun. And as we got older and started making a little bit more money, we went to New York, we went to Chicago, and we did a road trip down California. We started in San Francisco, then went to LA, and then we went to San Diego. But one city that we never went to was Las Vegas. I know, weird, right? Like, I'm thinking like, why didn't we ever go to Vegas? For my girls watching this, I just wanted to say my most favorite trips with you guys were the ones when we went to the beach. I think the first vacation that Kit and I went on, this is before we got married, was to Disney World. Now, I remember Disney World as a kid, but going as an adult, you know what? You have just as much fun. It is true what they say about Disney World. It is the happiest place on earth. I dare anyone to go to Disney World and be in a shit mood. Like, how dare you? But no. How dare you go to Disney World and be in a shit mood? Like, it is it is the happiest place on earth. So if you're an adult who hasn't gone yet, trust me when I say, when you step into Disney World for the first time and you see that castle in Magic Kingdom, you're gonna be like, you know what? So worth it. For the past couple of years, Kid and I have been going to Cancun, Mexico, staying at All-Inclusive Resort, which is why you had clicked on this video, because you want to know more about All-Inclusive Resorts in Cancun, Mexico. So what is an all-inclusive resort? An all-inclusive resort is a vacation resort that includes, at the minimum, lodging, 3 meals daily, soft drinks, most alcoholic drinks, gratitudes, and possibly other services in the price. So there are a ton of all-inclusive resorts in Cancun. So in Cancun, there are 2 main areas where they have all-inclusive resorts. There are resorts in Cancun, and then there are resorts in Riviera Maya. The main difference between the two is that Riviera Maya is considered the country of Cancun. So the resorts are larger in size, a little bit more private, and usually about 3 stories, 4 stories high. The resorts in Cancun feels more like a Panama City Beach kind of vibe, where there's like resorts, and the resorts go up to 17, 20 floors, and it's definitely not as private. So it's really a personal preference. Do you want to stay somewhere a little more jungly feel and a little more private, secluded, or do you want to stay more in a hip happening, easy access to tour town? I like staying in Riviera Maya just for the reasons I listed. A little more private, a little secluded. So the resorts can either be family friendly or all adults. There's a lot more family friendly than there are all adults. Personal preference. Do you want to stay at family friendly or do you want to stay in all adults? A family friendly resort is less expensive. Personal preference for me, I like staying at an all adult. So again, there are 2 parts in Cancun where you can stay. Cancun, like the city, or Riviera Maya, the country, or you can stay at a family friendly, or you can stay at an all adult. Before or while, or when you're thinking about planning your trip to Cancun, at least figure out those 4 aspects. For me, I'm always going with Riviera Maya and all adults. Like the first time I went to Cancun, I was with me and my bestie, and we actually stayed at Now Sapphire, which is a family friendly resort. But we went during off-peak season. I think it was like literally right after Thanksgiving, and so we saw no kids. I take that back. I think we saw like 1 kid. Yes, it was still warm for us to like be in our suits and hang out, but it was too cold for us to get in the pool. Would I recommend Now Sapphire? Oh yeah, it's actually a really nice resort. I feel like it has one of the nicest outside bars. Now Sapphire also is a chain. One of my other girls stayed at Now Jade. She had a good time. So yeah, Now Sapphire, definitely recommend. Going to Now Sapphire and experiencing that, what an all-inclusive resort is, it just blew my mind, and I fell in love with this kind of vacation, with this kind of style of vacation. You can literally walk into the resort and not have to spend another dime. It is such a luxury to kind of like have all of the finances taken care of, right? You're just kind of like, well, I can just come up in here and I don't have to spend any money. Now, if you want to spend more money, you most certainly can, like at the spa, or if you want to do like a fancy dinner on the beach. These resorts have so much like luxurious things that you can do if you want to. The resorts also have a ton of activities to do throughout the day. There are yoga classes, Spanish classes, water aerobics. Sometimes they do like tours of the resort. What else do they do? They do games at the pool, like volleyball. I don't remember which resort it was, but they were doing men only like belly flop contests. And all of these resorts have their own entertainment team, and they keep you entertained all day and all night. Like the resort will have performers and they'll have a show. Some of the shows that we've seen were a Michael Jackson show, an acrobat show, and my absolute favorite is the fire show. I mean, there is nothing like it, seeing people like twirl fire around like it ain't no thing. The resort will also have vendor night. Basically just have vendors come in and sell their product. This way you don't have to leave the resort if you're like a souvenir type of person. And then some of the resorts will offer activities like a silent disco party or casino night. You will never get bored of these resorts because there's always something for you to do. Like for me, I don't really do any like the pool games or like the Spanish classes. I just want to sit in a pool and relax. Kid, he can do that, or he'll play like trivia, or he'll play bingo, or he'll like mingle with other guests, or he'll like volunteer himself to be the DJ. But if there's a show going on that night, we always try not to miss it. In my very basic answer to what an all-inclusive resort is, they say they include 3 meals a day. Let me further explain that. Yes, there will be 3 main meals a day. Like most of these resorts will have a breakfast buffet. And then for lunch, they may have some a la carte restaurants open, or they may have something at the poolside. Like sometimes they'll do like paella or tacos. But for dinner, most of the a la carte restaurants are open. There may be one that's closed just because it's just closed like on that night, but it'll be open the next day. From my experience of the a la carte restaurants, there's usually an Italian, a Mexican, a French, and a Japanese. So you will have plenty of options to choose from. Also, if you're a vegetarian, they always have a vegetarian menu. If you're wondering about tipping, it's really just a personal preference. Like it is included in your stay. For me and Kit, these people, they work so hard and they treat you so nicely that we just want to show them our gratitude. So Kit and I will do additional tipping. For example, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we'll probably do $3 to $5. When we're ordering drinks at the pool, we'll probably do like $1 here, $2 here. I think I have covered most of what an all-inclusive resort is, and I'm hoping at this point in this video you've decided to at least look into going to Cancun. Your next question might be, what website do you use to book your vacations? When I'm booking my trips to Cancun, I use Vacation Express. Now, I have never heard of Vacation Express up until a couple years ago when I was dipping my toes into being a travel agent. So a little background about Vacation Express. They are Georgia based and they have been in business for 30 years. That's all I know from the website. Now, I love Vacation Express because the quality of their service is awesome and because they offer charter flights from major cities to the Caribbean at a discounted rate. With these charter flights, the cost is actually a lot cheaper instead of going with United Airlines, Aeromexico, Southwest, or Delta. For example, a round trip for 2 people for a 7-day, 6-night stay from Atlanta to Cancun would be about $600. If you were to book that with Delta, United Airlines, Southwest, it would charge about $800. So you are saving a couple of $100. And what human doesn't like saving money? So don't feel like just because if you're located in those cities, you can't reap the benefit of a charter flight. If you can't book a charter flight for whatever reason, then book your flight and your resort as a package. That will also help you save some money. Hopefully at this point in the video, I've got you convinced to go to an all-inclusive resort in Cancun or anywhere in the Caribbean. If not convinced, then at least thinking about it. If you guys have any questions regarding all-inclusive resorts, Cancun, Riviera Maya, drop a comment in below. Also, I did not mention this before, but if you like to be free, topless, there is a resort in Cancun called Temptation Resort that it is topless optional. For any women who just want to be free and let it out there and show what they got, hey, there's a resort for you. But if you just don't want to go topless, what if you want to go a little bit more? What if you want to show a little something? Then there is a resort for you in Riviera Maya called Hidden Beach. That is a all nudist resort, so you can be naked all day, every day, and you know, if that is like your thing. I may or may not do a review on the resorts that I've stayed at in the past. I am leaning towards not. thank you for watching this video and for hanging out with me today. If you want to hang out with me on a weekly basis, click the subscribe button. Till then, I'll see you guys in my next video. This is sweet orange essential oil. It's supposed to like keep you calm. I saw this lady, I think it was, we were at the grocery store or the park or somewhere, and she had this like tiny bottle and she kept like putting it to her nose. I'm like, what is she doing? And then here I am, just like her, just like smelling it. I think it's a little addicting. I don't know if essential oils really work. I don't know if it's just kind of like a mind thing, but I like it and I like the smell of it too.